Hey, this is Daniela. So for today's video, I thought I would talk about something that I'm particularly nerdy about, and that would be space. I can get pretty enthusiastic about it, sort of like the introduction to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which goes something like this. Space, it says, is big. Really big. You just won't believe how massively, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the street to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space. Listen, and so on. So, like I said, I love space for a few different reasons. Uh, One is just all the space exploration we've been doing. And I know some people might think there's not a whole lot of point to space exploration, but I kind of love it just because it does kind of show all the dedication of humans just continuing learning. If there's something out there that we don't know or understand, there are going to be some people that are going to try to understand it. I mean, we discovered Pluto back in 1930, and we recently sent out New Horizons this summer, and now we have pictures of it that we never had before. And okay, maybe it's not going to affect my everyday life, but there's this thing way out there that we just had to know more about. So that kind of speaks a little bit to what I love about humanity and our quest for knowing. Something else that I just love about space is just all of the amazing things that are out there that really go on existing. Human beings had nothing to do with it. We had no effect on it. And yet there they are. I have this really cool space calendar. So here, look at this nebula. Isn't that amazing? Oh, it's just beautiful. And I just love knowing that there's all these amazing things out there. Some of them were created by stars exploding, death of things, and then you have something that just looks amazing. It does give me some perspective, so sometimes I'm here on this little planet, and maybe I'm kind of stressed out with my life, and I can take a step back, and for me, it's actually kind of comforting to think, if I just zoom out in my mind, I'm on this planet that is huge to me, but tiny in comparison to the sun, or tiny in comparison to our Milky Way or the whole universe, and that can make me feel a little bit better. And then another thing that I just love about my knowledge of the universe and space is how we're all kind of made of star stuff. When the Big Bang first happened and all these little atoms were being fused together, I'm not an astronomer, by the way, and all these elements were forming, and then all the gases started spinning and made the stars and the planets and the galaxies, and everything was swirling around. And then at some point along the line, all those little elements came together, and they were key in our lives forming. And I just think that's really cool that the same elements that are within us, that are in our blood and our DNA, are the same atoms that were formed in the bellies of stars probably billions of years ago. And in that small way, we're all kind of connected not only to each other, but to the universe as a whole. So hopefully that's kind of, sharing my interest in space. This little interest has maybe made you a little more interested in the universe as a whole. And if you're interested in learning more, I'll put some links to some of my favorite space science channels. And September 27th, there's actually going to be like a lunar eclipse, and I'll put some information about that in the description too. So I'll see you next time. Bye.